when my older daughter was a toddler, I was taught a philosophy of eating or an approach to eating that was developed by a woman named Ellen Satter, called the division of responsibilities. Why don't you talk a little bit about what that is? And then we can talk about how it works well and how it doesn't work well.
Great. I'm so glad you brought that up, Christy, because I think the division of responsibility in feeding has kind of become the handout norm. If parents go to a pediatrician and say, my kid's having a problem eating, as a picky eater, if parents go to perhaps even a dietitian or a parent coach, they'll be handed a handout or say, go to Ellen Satter's website, look up the division of responsibility. If you follow those steps, you will end up with a eater who does not gain weight. It is a framework that is fat phobic. It's aimed to prevent obesity. And then so parents that try to adopt this thing. And I need to back up for just a moment just to say Ellen Satter's work is pivotal in the development of what we now know about feeding children. So when we're talking about the division of responsibility in feeding, my intention is not to kind of throw it all out with the bathwater, but rather to invite parents to think critically about feeding their children and really figure out what works for them. So I am going to say some things about the division of responsibility that, in my experience and my conversation with other dietitians, lands us in a place where it's really not honoring what it is we're trying to do with kids, which is to help them enjoy food, help them grow up into adults who can have a job, maybe buy the food that they want to and learn how to prepare it, and to feel good in their bodies. That's our goal.
Yeah, and I appreciate you saying that. We can recognize the value that it's added to the overall conversation, and that it's also not perfect, that there's some issues. But what I loved about what you just said is this idea of what the big picture goal is, right? To have children who know how to feed their bodies, who know how to make food, who know how to buy food, and know how to enjoy their food, right?